This is Activity 5.2 on page 108, inserting section breaks. The file we'll be working with is House Salvage Newsletter. You have gathered the items for the newsletter and need to format it. The content is currently just in blocks of text. You would like the newsletter title to fit on one line. You would like headers and footers on all pages except the first page. So we're going to open our House Salvage newsletter. And we'll do a quick save as. My House Salvage newsletter. Number 2, observe the format of the first page of the newsletter. The content below the heading House Salvage Recycling Centers Open New Store is contained in 2 columns. The rest of the content on page 1 is in a single column that is the width of the page. Alright, so we got our 2 columns, and then this is the width of the page. Number 3, observe what happens if you delete a section break. We want to turn our paragraph markers on and observe the section break to the right of the heading House Salvage Recycling Centers Open New Store. So that's located right here. It tells us it's a continuous section break. We're going to put our cursor before the section break. So that's between the paragraph marker and the section break. And we're going to hit our delete key and watch what happens. Word applies the 2-column format to all of the content that precedes the section break at the end of the House Salvage Recycling Center's Open New Store section. So everything has been put into 2 columns above that section break now. We're going to go up to our quick access toolbar and undo that deletion. Number 4, we're going to create narrower margins for the heading of the newsletter so that House Salvage Recycling Centers and the tagline fit to the right of the Building with Heart logo. We're going to put our cursor at the end of the Volume 1, Issue 1 line. We're going to go up to our Layout tab, our Page Setup group, choose our Breaks drop-down, and select Continuous. This creates a section break after the Volume 1, Issue 1 line so that you can change the margins of the header without affecting the rest of the document. So any changes I make before this section break will only fit what's above it. So we're going to put our cursor again at the end of Issue 1. So that is still before the section break. And this time we're going to go up to our margins drop down and we're going to set them to narrow. So you can see now our graphic, our tagline, and our heading all fit on one line. It's no longer squished together, and those narrow margins are only applied to what's before the section break because that's where I was clicked into when I applied it. Number 5, create custom margins for the About Building with Heart portion of the document to make room for the text box at the bottom of page 4. So we're going to scroll to page 4. Position the cursor at the beginning of the line About Building with Heart. Here's my heading About Building with Heart, and we're going to select our Breaks drop down and we're going to select Next Page. With the cursor after the new section break, so if you scroll up, you can see that section break was put onto page 4 now. So with your cursor, you can still keep it with About Building with Heart. We're going to go up to our margins. We're going to select Custom Margins, and this will open up our Page Setup dialog box. We're going to put the right to 2.25, and you can see if I scroll, it's not going to select 2.25, so you can just type it directly into the box as well. Click OK from here. If necessary, reposition the pull quote text box to fit on the right side of the About Building with Heart portion of the document. Now we're going to position the cursor at the beginning of the line Employee of the Month. And we're going to insert a continuous section break. Our breaks drop down, continuous. You can see that dotted line has been added. So we want our cursor anywhere after that continuous section break. So I still have it at Employee of the Month. And I'm going to go up to Margins and set these to normal. Number 6, add a header to all sections except those on the first page. We want to scroll to page 2. And double click our top margin to activate our header area. On our Design Contextual tab in our Navigation group, we're going to deselect Link to Previous. And in our header area, we're going to type How Salvage Recycling Centers News. We're going to press Tab twice. Go up to our Insert group of our Design Contextual tab and select Date and Time. And it says to select the third date type and click OK. Now we're going to add a footer to all sections except the first page. In our navigation group, we're going to select Go to Footer, and that will bring us to the footer on page 2. Again, we're going to deselect Link to Previous. And in our header and footer group, we're going to select our page number drop-down. And from bottom of page, we're going to select the brackets 2. Must have skipped it. I don't think they have. Oh, that's why. Oh, I accidentally went to page margins. There we go. I knew it wasn't looking right. Okay, here we go. Brackets 2. And we can close our header and footer area. We're going to hide our paragraph markers, and I'm going to scroll to the beginning of the document, and you're going to scroll through. You can see there's no header and footer on page 1, but we have our House Salvage Recycling Centers news, the date as our header, and then we have our brackets 2 numbers as our footer on all pages except the first. All right, I'm going to go up to my quick access toolbar and save my updates, and we'll leave this file open for our next activity.